3. I think so, something like that. I said I would try to get on every day around noon. Um, Here's the deal. Today is about supplements. I have them all here. Um, the ones that I prefer. Kitten. My kitten Yin wants to get in on the action. You're going to see her crisscross this camera here. This is her tail. Anyway, I have furniture coming. Kitten. There she is. That's Yin. Hi. Yeah. Anyway. Morning from Oregon. Yay, Kathy. All right. I have furniture coming today between, they said, 11:15 and 2:15. So it's like smack dab in the middle of where we're at right now here on the East Coast. But let's get this started real quick. For those of you that may be on a lunch break or just trying to catch this, I'm going to go over some things that you guys might not even think are supplements for keto, but they are. Okay? MCT oil is pretty much a supplement. I take this stuff every day. I either put a tablespoon of it on my salad or 2 to 4 tablespoons on my salad every night, or I at least put 2 in coffee every day. Okay. Also butter, 2 tablespoons of the Kerrygold Irish butter made by grass-fed cows. Okay, that's also very healthy. And both of these are fats that will get your body towards that fat adaptation. So that's why it's a supplement. And it's not just an ingredient. It is an ingredient towards... Hola, Benny Loco. It's not just a supplement, but it's an ingredient. Okay? Let's look through... Like, what I do now is I just take my supplements, I hang them up, and then in the pantry. And then I have a 7-day thing that I just fill up my supplements with, and that's what I go with. Some of these ones, like this. This is probably one of the most important ones that you can get for keto. Okay, is magnesium. Magnesium is one of your better ones. Okay, it's one of the best. Do you read the comments I left you? I did. I responded to them, actually. I think we responded back and forth, Benny. The high absorption magnesium, okay? Magnesium runs a lot of different things. You need to keep your magnesium high. Keep it up. Just keep it going. Just keep it up there. It's one of your best ones. It's very healthy for you. So always supplement this, no matter if you're on a diet or not. Magnesium. Most people aren't eating enough. They're not doing it right. So that's what you need to do. Magnesium. This is... I have all different brands, so don't worry about the brand. I just go on Amazon. I buy what I think is probably the best buy, with the most bang for the buck. That's what I do. So that's what I chose, and I think this is 2. It is 2 tablets every day. But I don't think about it. I just put them in those 7-day things once a week, and that's it. Let's see. What else? A couple different bags here. Supplements. A repeat of the magnesium. Okay. I have this one and this one. Okay, this is called, what is it, fenugreek? Yeah, fenugreek, or I may pronounce that wrong, but that's it, fenugreek. I always forget if YouTube's backwards or if Facebook's backwards. One of them's backwards. I think this does it forward. I can't read all that. It fades out too fast, Benny. I'll read it later, though. And there's this one. Whatever. This one. Okay? Both of these supplements here actually reduce your glucose level. They reduce your blood sugar. They're very healthy, and they will keep your blood sugar down. So if you have high blood sugar, hello, these bring it down naturally. With they're all natural supplements. They're not like all this stuff that's crazy bad for you. Like this is made of like with an organic cinnamon in it. Just you'll have to look up these. So if you're dealing with high blood sugar, these are a very good supplement to take. This will keep your blood sugar down naturally. Okay? All right. CLA. CLA helps with weight loss. Okay? There is so much information about CLA on the internet that if you want to look this up, this is probably, it's been used by bodybuilders for decades. It's been used by trainers and other dietitians and stuff. CLA is one of the best. Yeah. Yeah, it's a real battle at home. Those two supplements, Benny, should really help you out. They're a good supplement to add throughout the for the morning. Just add them right in. The CLA will help reduce a lot of body fat. It's one of the best ways to help get rid of body fat. It's been proven to work. There's just so much information to really tell you about the CLAs, but they will work for you. Okay, CLAs have been proven to work. So right now, I'm also taking these along with my keto diet. All right, what else do we have here to show you? I take a men's multivitamin. I found this new one that I just ordered today. It's a multivitamin, but it's a square chewable. I'll talk about it when it comes in. It should come in like in about 7 days, it said. But it has all of the vitamins, but it's compressed with oh, that's awesome, Benny. That's awesome. It has all the vitamins, but it's compressed in a cube that you eat. And I don't remember the name of it. It was a little expensive. It was like $39 for a 30-day supply. But I'm going to try it and see how those vitamins take. It basically is a lot of the different vitamins that you need in a multivitamin, but it's in the organic form of the ingredients that it's normally found in your foods. So it may not be for everybody, but it's an option. I'm just putting it out there. Mine right now is just a simple multivitamin I get off of Amazon. It's good to take a multivitamin in the morning and then you take it again in the evening, because a lot of times this is only going to stay in your system for maybe 12 hours, and your body still needs vitamins while you're asleep. So I take this again, just this one, along with another one, at night, just before I go to bed. That's it. What was that? Oh, I will. Not only will I find out the name, Benny Loco, but I'll actually show the package and stuff online, and maybe I'll even, after a week, I'll tell you how it feels and how the results feel, because once I start taking the multivitamins, you could feel a difference. You could feel a difference in how. I'm trying to adjust my camera. It's just not working. Sorry. Anyway, but that was it. Vitamin K. Vitamin K is a good one to take. All right. As you can see, it does help for your heart. It helps for, of course, stronger bones, which I have no issues on strong bones, that's for sure. Okay. But I do worry about my heart. Now, when I retired, here was the deal. I took a nuclear stress test because I have the prosthetic leg. I don't know if all you know that, but I do have a prosthetic leg. My lower left leg is a prosthetic, so they don't allow me to do the treadmill for some stupid reason. Even though I spent 15 years in state law enforcement with a prosthetic leg. Go figure, right? Everybody thinks I'm a disabled um, pity case or something. But I had a nuclear stress test. So what they did is they shot this nuclear dye into my system, or they made me take some nuclear stress, like these special pills that they break out of this all steel little trunk that they brought up from somewhere, and it looks all like Back to the Future radioactive stuff, you know. But they take it, they make you wait a little bit, and then they put you in a thing that looks like a CAT scan. So all it does is then it takes pictures of your heart and it looks for blockages. Okay? I have history of heart disease in my family, and I have histories of being overweight, but I also have histories of being on keto and clearing up my situation. So I expected to hear nothing but bad news saying, okay, you're 50% blocked here, you're 40% blocked there, you're da 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 da. They did the test, and they said the test was inconclusive. I needed to come back the next day and do it again. I was like, what? They said that they weren't sure about the pictures, and I was like, oh no. So I had to go through the whole system all over again. I went back in the next day, drank the stuff. It raises up your heart rate. It does all the things that you would naturally happen to you while you're on a treadmill, and then they put you through a CAT scan. So he puts me through. He does it again, and he brings me into his office after the results come back, and he says, "You have zero blockages anywhere. You don't have anything." And I said, come on, I got to tell my wife the truth here, doc. You can't just tell me that. I said, I got histories of heart disease in my family. Both my mother and my father, they both had major heart attacks in their 40s. And now I'm in my 50s. And he said, absolutely, mister. You have nothing in your arteries. Nothing. I don't know what you're doing, but you have no blockages anywhere. He says, I don't know what you're going to die from in the future, but it's not from heart disease. And I was like, imagine that. So I almost give credit for my keto, keeping my cholesterol where it is, keeping the inflammation down from the sugars, the cutting back on the sugars and everything. It was just, I was really happy with that result. I don't know who wouldn't be. It was just an amazing result that I could have gotten. And I did it right after I retired, so it was about a year ago right now. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, something's working. So anyway, that was it. Here is another one. This is apple cider vinegar tablets. Sometimes I get tired of drinking the apple cider vinegar as a shot, but I still do it. I did it last night, and it just burns my throat. It makes me cough for a couple minutes. It irritates the crap out of me. And if I have to take 2 gulps when I'm doing this shot of vinegar, some people can put it on their food and stuff. I just like to do it as a shot, get it in my system, get it over with. But I just don't like it. It burns. So they do make an alternative, and that is the apple cider vinegar capsules. You can get them on Amazon if you wanted to as well. But this is the ones that I also look at. Yes, I know you drink vinegar like it's water. I could drink it too. I used to be able to. For some reason, I just can't anymore. All right, let's look at the other one here. Of course, I have my Doan's back pills because I have a bad back. Let's see. Some of these are repeats. Here is one you need to avoid. This thing is almost full. Okay? This is potassium. Okay? Potassium, it's not worth it. You don't need to buy this supplement. I only bought it just to show people that it's worthless. Okay? If you look at the suggested um, daily value of this. If I took one of these capsules, which are, it's a vegetable capsule, it says, veggie capsule, I'm getting 2% of the recommended potassium I need for the day. So what's the sense in supplementing this stuff? It means what? I have to take 50 of these to get 100% of the daily recommended allowance of potassium? That's a little ridiculous. So what I do is I use a product called No Salt. No Salt is a very higher quality and amount of potassium, and I put it on my foods for a salt flavor as well. I also put a little sprinkle of pink Himalayan sea salt, but I also use that no salt just for the potassium value. I'll put it on my eggs, or I'll even put it in my coffee. I'll put it in just about everything I can think of. It just adds a little bit of potassium to everything I do throughout the day. And potassium, and with a combination of potassium and magnesium, if you are in pain when you wake up, your joints hurt, you're fatigued, you're sluggish, it could be you're low in potassium and magnesium. That's it. So when I was feeling so sore all the time and I was waking up, I was like, I feel like crap. I don't know what's wrong. Why am I always sore? Why am I hurting? I started taking my potassium and magnesium. I started picking them up. And the pain just started to go away. Oh, also zinc. Zinc is a good one. Now, I'm also pretty good with zinc. I've had my blood tested a lot with it, so it's pretty good. Let's see, that's the fenugreek. That's another one. That's the apple cider vinegar. Celadrin. Vitamin K, another. That's it. Milk thistle. Milk thistle is another one you can get. That actually takes a lot of stress off your kidneys when you're and off your liver. It helps clear out the liver, and it helps with the kidneys because you are taking a lot of supplements these days, between maybe ibuprofens or stuff like that, to some of these supplements. It puts a little stress on the kidneys, so you want to take something like this, which helps alleviate the stress that you're putting on your liver and on your kidneys. Other than that, and I learned this, weirdly enough, from a bodybuilder who was doing steroids, and he used this to, I got zinc poisoning from denture cream. Oh gosh, that's awful. He used this milk thistle to alleviate the stress that his steroids were doing to his bodily organs. And I thought, well, I guess if you're going to use steroids, you might as well try to protect the organs. I'm not one to tell somebody not to use steroids, but if it's not for your livelihood, like if you're a professional athlete or a professional bodybuilder, I get it. I get why you take it, okay? I get why you take the steroids, because sports and your physical fitness is competitive, and you have to get that upper edge and blah, blah, blah. But they've made it illegal in a lot of those sports for a reason, because it does give you an advantage. All right? But I get the risk that these people take to do that stuff. I just don't get it why the local kid at the gym is doing it. That doesn't make any sense. It's not going to put food on his table for his family, because he's just a kid usually. It's just going to make him look bigger faster. So instead of putting in the work to actually work out and get that physique he's looking for, a lot of kids are using the steroids just to improve that look faster, and it's kind of taking they're kind of cheating. That's the way I look at it. And they're hurting themselves, because steroids can hurt the bodily organs if you don't do them right. Um, there is a there is a benefit to them, or doctors wouldn't be using them. Okay, there is benefits to them. They do repair things faster, which is why bodybuilders use them. Really, that is basically why. Because if they work on a body part, they like to isolate a body part, and they really put that body part through the ringer in a workout, and then they want that body part to be repaired, healed, and ready to go quicker than it would normally by the human body. Usually, the human body will take about 3 days for a muscle to recover from a workout. 3, maybe 4 days if you really hurt it. Where while with steroids, it actually gets it back maybe within 24 to 48 hours. So if they wanted to, they could redo that muscle 3 times. They could do that muscle 3 to 4 times a week, whereas the normal person maybe once or twice a week. So it's steroids aren't for the average person. They're not for, just like bodybuilding isn't for the average person. Um, I'm not advocating for steroids. I'm just explaining what steroids can do to you, what the benefits are, and everything else. They're a supplement. They're a supplement if you're willing to take that risk. But look at Arnold. Arnold's organs are a mess inside. He has so much trouble with his liver and his heart, all his organs. He's a mess. But he also was in that generation where they were using steroids very poorly, and they were also learning how to use them properly. So he got caught in the middle of all that. In your day, you could bench lift 350 and deadlift 500. Woo. I think my best cold was 405 on the bench. And deadlift, I could probably go, I don't know. I never really went really high on deadlifts because I had a bad back relatively early in my adult life. I broke my back in 2 places. So deadlifts were a staple for me to do. You're not the average woman. Deadlifts were a staple for me to do, but not for me to max out on. I never wanted to risk hurting my back again, because if you've ever hurt your back, it sucks, because it hurts to breathe, it hurts to lay down, it hurts to sit up, and it hurts to walk. So you actually have no comfort in any position at all with the back, and it's rough. So injuries in working out are rough. Supplements, let's get back to those, can alleviate some of these injuries, some of this pain, um, uh, and they're beneficial. It's a matter of choice. Everything I've showed you, you should look up and check into, except for maybe magnesium. Don't even try to look that one up. Just start taking the magnesium, and just start taking a vitamin supplement twice a day. Those are staples. Those are staples to keto. These 2 ingredient stuff are staples to keto. The Kerrygold, that's a staple. If you eat, you gotta have this. You gotta get the body used to absorbing fat as a food. Okay, these are foods, or these are fats that are very healthy. Bodybuilders, again, I keep getting back to these bodybuilders, but they've been using this stuff since like the 1970s or 60s. It's been around for 50, 60 years. So it's not something like they just came out with. You can make your own butter, but is the cream from from grass-fed cows. That's where I buy it. It's from grass-fed cows that don't have anything, no pesticides, no nothing. Okay. We'll get into foods that the United States has versus foods that the rest of the world has. Grass-fed foods, the benefits of that. Why pay the extra money for grass-fed meat? Why pay the extra money for say cage-free eggs or something like that? Um, do you incorporate hemp seed or oil, hemp oil, in your diet? I haven't yet. I think I did one time, and I just it didn't make a difference to me what I was doing it with, so I don't. But I do take, like, I'll take a bunch of chia seeds and I'll put them in a container and I'll put some almond milk in there and I'll let them expand, because chia seeds need to be cracked open with a liquid before your body can absorb them. I didn't know if most people knew that. You just can't put them in your recipe as chia seeds and in your muffins or something, and or in some sort of protein shake and expect them to work. Chia seeds need to sit in a liquid like say almond milk for about a little over 24 hours, and they become like a pudding almost, and it's actually pretty good. Like eating hemp seed and almond milk. I put it in a glass container, like those little, um, leftover storage discs. I'll put it in that. I'll put a bunch of tablespoons of hemp seed in there, and then I'll fill it up with about that far from the top of almond milk, and then I'll let that sit in the refrigerator for a day or two, and then I'll come back and I'll eat just a third of it, or I'll eat a quarter of it, or whatever, depending on what I want for that day. But that is a lot of benefit. Chia seeds are going to really benefit you. They bring down, I think they help with blood pressure, and they help with regulating your sugar levels. Same as like apple cider vinegar. And apple cider vinegar also helps with appetite control. They've realized. So that's another reason I take the apple cider vinegar. What else? Anybody have any questions? Do I use a probiotic? I haven't found a good probiotic. I use digestive enzymes when I guess we can be kind of blunt here, when I'm not regular, I guess, but I'm pretty regular. Now that I'm retired, when I go to work, when I used to go to work, I didn't like using the restroom while I was at work. I just didn't like it. I don't know. So I kind of trained my body not to use the restroom during the 8 to 10 hours I was at work, because it was, I just didn't like it. I guess we like our own restroom, our own bathroom, and that's it. Some of us. It's a weird thing. Regular is the shizzle. Yes, Benny. Yes, it is. Oh, I love Benny in the comments. What else can we talk about? Anybody else have any questions? Even Benny. Anybody got any questions? Back to the probiotic. There's a lot of yogurts that will say they have probiotic, but they're lying. It's misinformation. Well, the UPS guy's here, but not the furniture delivery people. Who else? What else do we want to talk about? I did not weigh myself today. I did not check my blood sugars today. How tall am I? Almost 6'3". I'm tall. Ish, I guess. And even when I am carrying a lot of extra weight, with my height, I can get away with it. Whereas people at a much shorter height, it's harder for them to get away with it. Says you look like my little brother who is almost 6'3". Just say, feels like home. Yeah, I am. I have that look, I guess. On supplements, Maria asks, how much do you take of each? Each one is going to tell you on the back. It's going to tell you exactly how many supplements to take. The CLA, I think it's 3. Oh, I'm sorry, this one is 2. This is the 3000. I was taking like these 2500 CLAs before, but this is a better one. I just got, that's why it's pretty full. I just got it about, I don't know, a week ago. So this one is 2 supplements, or two pills. It'll tell you right on here. Always look at this. The recommended, it'll say serving size, 2 gel caps. That's the other thing. I try to get as much in gel caps as I can because gel caps are a little bit easier on your system. Do I use anything for high blood pressure? Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar keeps your blood pressure down. I don't know if you knew that, but it does. This is it right here. It says right here, it is a weight management, metabolism support, and heart and healthy heart. That's what apple cider vinegar is for. The healthy heart is the blood pressure part. Blood pressure is a silent killer. You don't want that pressure. No, I don't. Other than that, I try to keep all the stress off my organs, which can hurt the heart. A lot of stress on your organs. Okay, we don't realize how much stress we're putting on a lot of our organs when we eat, or when we eat the wrong foods, or when we do other things like that. Yeah, if you eat, like say you dehydrate yourself, okay? And Kathy says losing weight keeps it down. Right, that's true. I get off all meds, no acid reflux anymore either. That's good. Melissa Lane says, good to see you back. Thank you. Or Melissa Lewis. Thank you, Melissa. But right now my resting heart rate is 180. Oh, my resting blood pressure is 180 over 35. Are you sure that's right? Resting rate is 180 over 35. See, my blood pressure is I was thinking it's like 170 over 110, 70 over 110, something like that. I don't know what 180 over 35 is. I've never seen it. What you mean by that? They used to think that 80 over 120 was a good blood pressure. 80 over 100, or what is it? Maybe I'm getting all this backwards and goofed up. I think it's 80 over 120 was the thing then, and now it is about 70 over 110, which is about where mine usually goes. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, pain is very stressful on the body. Pain is a stressor. So pain makes a lot of the organs work into overtime, trying to alleviate that problem. So does working out. Working out is the same as putting your body in a painful situation. Working out can actually cause the body to work overtime as far as trying to fix it. It feels like it's broken. The high number first, then the low number. 120 over 80. Is that what it is? Yeah, I always forget. 120 over 80. Is that what I was? Okay, I'm like, I know I'm under that now. It's like 110 over 70 or something. Yeah, that's right. What was I was just getting a brain fart. I haven't talked about blood pressure or stuff like that in a long time. What do I got here? Used to be 120 over 70. I haven't been to a doctor in 10 years. That's not good. So I don't know what the new acceptable is. 110 over 70, I think, is the acceptable and anything close to that is pretty good actually. Didn't drink the last of my coffee. I mix it in this little big cup. Yeah. So, anybody have any questions? Keto related, supplement related, preferably, or Gonzo related? Anything? Anybody got any questions? Comments? Last ideas? Last things to add that maybe help some others who are having questions? I keep looking at the door because the furniture delivery guys, and I keep hearing noises out there. I hope I didn't miss any. No, I don't think I did. Just don't mention. Well, it's also which doctors you went to. You know, not WITCH, but which doctors you went to. You know, if you had a bad experience, I'm sorry, but not all doctors are going to be bad. I've gone to some good doctors, and they've actually improved my life. So, what got you started on keto of all the other diets? There was this bodybuilder. The time that really got me back into keto, and to hear about keto for the first time, was this bodybuilder. I think he's dead now. I think he passed away. Very, very big guy. And I was already just trying another diet because I had been trying diets, and they work and then they don't work, and then you try them again and then they work again and then they don't work. But it's also again about how much you put into them, about how a diet works. Okay, it was a lot of my fault, but these were diets that just didn't work because they either just cut portions down, or they starved you to death, or they just required you to run 5 miles a day. Okay, this guy was just nonchalantly talking on a video, and he said, whenever I'm trying to lose weight for a contest, I'll do the keto diet for a couple weeks. And I said, what the heck is a keto diet? And this was probably about, oh my gosh, eight years or so ago. I think something like that, 7 years ago. So I looked it up, and there wasn't much information about it. And then I heard a lot of stuff where it was like the Atkins, but as far as it was a lower protein and a higher fat. It was just a little different, a little tweak different than the Atkins diet. And the Atkins diet was popular back in the day too, when it was around. Benny said, I found that starches and sugars are the main reason I gain weight. Oh, absolutely. I agree. Starches and sugars, absolutely. Jack LaLanne. Benny, do you know Jack LaLanne's wife's name? Her name is Elaine. Elaine LaLanne is her name. Elaine LaLanne. Kind of funny. It's like Mace Matisse. Or my cousin, Paula Jabala. Anyway, I'm sure she's going to like that I mentioned her on here. Anyway, what else? What was his dog's name? Oh, I don't know. Do you know? I had the Jack LaLanne food juicer. I had one, and I ended up getting a different one. she was a real good looking lady, and so was he. He was like everybody looks at this frail little guy that wore that jumpsuit all the time. Um, but back in his day, when he was a bodybuilder, he he looked like a little miniature Superman in his day. He was very broad at the chest and narrow at the waist, and um, he was he was very fit. He was very fit. The dog name was Happy. Jack was stacked. Jack was stacked. And then he, just to maintain muscle, what he would teach was isometrics. And Jack LaLanne started the first gym in the United States, the first fitness center. He started the first fitness TV show. He also implemented fitness into the Olympics for the first time, like weight training as far as that goes. It's just Jack LaLanne was a pioneer in the physical fitness world. He really was. And to imagine that that man just died in the last decade, and that we've only been doing weightlifting and exercise equipment for a period of time that was in his lifetime is just an amazing thing. Because that just tells you we don't know enough about it yet to even really include all the benefits. Kathy says, I've been on every diet known. Me too. I've tried the keto because I was always hungry with the keto. I eat until I'm comfortably stuffed. I do too, but I've gotten to a point where I know what stuffed is for me now. And sometimes I'll have breakfast, sometimes I won't. And if I do, I know it's 2 eggs, 3 pieces of bacon. And I don't try to overdo that. It's 2 eggs, 3 pieces of bacon. It's a very simple meal. Now, whether I eat tonight or not, that's totally up in the air. I may have a smoothie, like a vegetable smoothie, just like my green sludge smoothie, with some fats in it, or I'll have a salad after I get home from my art class. I may not do it at all. Sometimes I'll just fast. Sometimes I'll fast for the rest of the day. It depends on if I'm hungry or not. I only eat now totally when I'm hungry. I don't eat because it's time to eat. I don't eat when, and then if it's later in the evening before I go to bed, I don't take those feelings of hunger as hunger. I take them as I haven't drank enough water, because your body doesn't know the difference between whether it's hungry or whether it's thirsty. It can make you feel the same. It can make you feel the same either way. So if you're feeling hungry and it's late at night, drink 8 ounces of water or 16 ounces of water and see how you feel in 20 minutes. If you still feel hungry, then you might be hungry. Oh, that was too long. I'll have to read that one later because it fades out. Okay. My kittens are like little miniature dogs. I have trained them to come to me. I've trained them to fetch, like this. So now all my cats are now, you'll see one come down the steps if he's up there. Kittens! So they'll start to come when I say, look, did you see him? He's coming down the steps. Yep, when I snap my fingers, they come. So it's kind of funny. Here's one of them. Come here. This is one of my kittens. Yeah. I still can't tell them the two apart unless they're next to each other, because the shading is just such a light difference. Pass that. He is being a cat today. Bastet. Oh, there's the other kitten. Looking at me. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for today. I will try and come up with a good topic for tomorrow. Please give a thumbs up if you're good. Yeah, so am I. I'm okay. Cats are easy. You know, cats are easy to take care of. Not these guys. These guys will bring me this little ball. There's one laying right here. It's a raggedy cloth ball with strings that hangs out all over the place. And if I'm in bed and it's still 7:30, they will bring this, like each one of them will bring a ball up to me or a toy or something, or this thing here that they brought and laid on the table. It's just it's like a furry piece of crap. It's a plastic nothing with fake fur on it, but they take it everywhere they go. Or this little mouse right here. They like this little mouse thing, so they play with that. I just threw it to the one now. He's guarding it. He's playing with it. But they usually just bring it back and they'll be like, yep. Anyway, so if there's any questions, please use the comment section. If you know somebody that wants to, I didn't know you did live streams, Benny Loco. I didn't know you did them. You didn't used to do them. Remember, I've been out of the loop for a long time. What do you do your live streams on, Benny? What's the topic? Or like, what is the general topic? Oh, you've been streaming for years. I didn't know that. See, I don't know these things. I will check out your live streams. I will have to. You're a good supporter of me. I'm going to be a good supporter of you. Anyway, that's all I have for supplements at this time. Now, we could always do a part 2 if I want to talk about more supplements. Plus, I'm going to bring up that oh, that's cool. Just a hangout. I like those. Plus, once I get those cubes, I'll bring all the information I can about them, and I will show everybody what I can, what the benefit is of them, and everything else. Please share this video with your friends, because the more the merrier. Please put the thumbs up if you can. I would appreciate that. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. Please get some of your friends to subscribe. Ask questions if you have questions. I will try to answer them even off the air. I try to answer them. What else? It's such a beautiful day. I want to go outside and wait for the furniture guy. So, yeah. Hey, I want to thank everybody for being here. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the thumbs up. I see a couple of you giving thumbs up. Thanks for coming and listening to all the supplement talk. If you need to, go back and watch some of them. Look at some of the names of some of these things. I didn't want to get into the benefits of all of them, but relatively the minor benefits of most of them. So these will help you out on the ketogenic diet. It's something that you want to do. Oh, there's Desert. This is my other account. And another thumbs up. That's funny. I love it. 2 thumbs up. Anyway, and my neighbor, who is very adamant about yard care, and he does it 2 or 3 times a week. He's so good at it, though. He trims his sidewalks, and he trims his bushes to look like lollipops, and he's the envy of the neighborhood. Yeah. So he's out there now doing it. This is my husband's account, and another thumbs up. It's funny. All right, I gotta go before the furniture people get here. I think there's something else I have to. I need to pick up the package at the front door. All right, guys. Thanks for. Okay, cool. Two new thumbs up, 2 new subs as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the more you watch the videos, the more credit I get on YouTube. I don't think I'm making any money because the money I made off of YouTube years ago, it's still there. Yeah, it's still in their account because I look at lifetime how much I made, and I've never pulled the money out because like you get money from advertisers for doing YouTube. Once you get to a certain level, and I got to that level back in the day when I was really rocking with the videos, and I made some money, but it was never about the money for me. But like that money is still sitting there. It's like $200. It's just sitting in a YouTube account. I don't even know how to get it. I never even bothered to look to see how to get it out. Yeah, monetized. I got monetized, and I was so excited about being monetized, and then I never really cared. The only thing I like to look at is I like to look and see if I'm getting views and see if I'm getting subscriptions, and it makes me happy because what that tells me is that people are watching my videos and hopefully subscribing to my station and trying to learn more. And my whole goal over all of this is to just teach people what I've known or what I've learned over the years and pass that knowledge down to people that need help with the keto diet. So, what was your question, Melissa? Did I miss it? Let me go back. Melissa, where's your question? Are electrolytes still important for low carb, not keto? Electrolytes are good. You can get them, I believe, through your pink Himalayan sea salt, through the water you drink with that. You don't want to get electrolytes through sports drinks because those are mostly going to be sugary, like your Gatorade. Gatorade is a lot of sugar. In the beginning, when they first came out with Gatorade, it was really healthier for you. And the University of Florida came out with it. They're the ones who invented Gatorade. That's why it's University of Florida Gators, and they call it Gatorade. They created it for their athletes, so when their athletes were sweating and perspiring so much, they needed to put these electrolytes back into their system so that they wouldn't cramp up and they wouldn't fall short of their goals for that day in practice or the game. So that's where they came up with this sports drink and they named it Gatorade. But then as they sold it off to like, I don't know, Pepsi or somebody like that, they just made it different. Sounds like somebody's in my backyard mowing my yard. Maybe it's the next door neighbor over that side, but it sounds like it's right outside my back door. They added so much sugar to it to attract kids and make it more of a really delicious drink instead of an electrolyte drink. Now, I haven't really done anything that really knocks out my electrolytes as much as I would like to. I wish I could get back into running. I wish I can get back into biking, but maybe now that spring's coming, I'm going to get back into both. I'm really scared with my leg because I have that prosthetic leg, and I always worry about damaging the part of the leg I have left. because once you damage it a little, it takes a long time for it to heal, and it sucks. So anyway, Benny, not a Gators fan. Sorry. You're not just because I mentioned them about Gatorade doesn't mean I like them. Not a Florida. I don't like any Florida team, actually. Let's see. Before Benny comes back and attacks me for hating on her Gators. She doesn't either. Good. Anyway, thank you again. I keep saying this. Thank you again for everybody showing up. But I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate everybody showing up, asking questions, talking. I hope we get a bigger crowd and people are asking questions, and maybe we can just have a sit down and do it. Yeah. Well, Spurrier, when I lived in Tennessee, Spurrier was from Tennessee, and everybody hated Spurrier, and they hated the Gators for taking him. But I've always been a UK basketball fan, so the SEC. Oh, here comes my big dog Tank down the steps. So I have to let him out. So so the SEC with UK in it and Florida, just you got to pick one or the other. So I got to stay a Kentucky fan as far as basketball goes. Okay, well thanks for coming, everybody. Sorry if you just got here and you have to leave, right? I'm not as much as a sports fan as I used to be. He might just let himself out. He did. He just walked out. TV. What is your name? Yes, UK. TV. You're new. I don't know you, TV. I am glad to meet you, though. I have LMNT. What is LMNT? Melissa, I don't know what that is. I'll have to Google it. All right, I really need to go because they're about to show up. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. And I have to get one or two things ready. But have a great day, everybody. Keep going keto. Ask questions in the comment section if you want. I will do my best to answer all of them. And I thank everybody again for showing up. And please pass it along to your friends and share the video if you can. Thanks. Bye.